Taipei 101, the world's tallest skyscraper. 508 meters of the most high-tech engineering and construction on the planet. Mixing ancient values with cutting-edge technology and taking the heart of Taiwan into the future. Designing and building the world's tallest skyscraper is no easy task. But here in Taipei, two of the most powerful forces of nature, earthquakes and typhoons, combine to make going super tall a super challenge.
I mean, any tall building in the world is a feat of engineering.
Using world-leading engineering and construction techniques, Taipei 101 not so much conquers nature, but outsmarts it.
This is the only super tall building in the world that's designed in a seismically active zone. This has never been done before, certainly not to this scale.
The result is a man-made marvel, a unique megastructure of unprecedented size, shape and technology, built to withstand the very worst that nature can dish out.
I, for one, I'm a structural engineer. If there's going to be an earthquake in Taipei, I want to be in this building. I mean, I'll choose this above all else.
And it's not just as a superstructure where Taipei 101 pushes the boundaries.
We are not only managing a building or a city of a city. I believe we are managing a symbol and landmark of Taiwan.
Taipei 101 is a benchmark of technological brilliance and innovation. A record-breaking megastructure that defies nature and puts the small island of Taiwan firmly amongst the giants of global industry. For as long as humans have been making buildings, those buildings have been getting taller. From the Empire State Building in 1931, Sears Tower in 1974, Central Plaza Hong Kong in 1992, to the recent Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. Skyscrapers are buildings that go beyond functionality. They are symbols of prosperity and power, icons of wealth and industrial might.
If you're looking at the history of skyscrapers, really you begin in America, Chicago and New York are the classic cases. But in the last, let's say, 10, 15 years, Asia's really boomed with regards to the building of large structures.
In recent years, Asia has seen an explosion of mega-scale building and industry. The region now holds 8 of the world's 10 tallest buildings. And as modern construction methods and materials continue to improve, designers will continue to aim ever higher. Not because they have to, but because they can. Developer Harris Lin is one of the most powerful and successful businessmen in all of Taiwan. A member of a major construction dynasty, for him, Taipei 101 is the result of a lifelong ambition.
Since I was a boy, I have dreamt that one day I would build a great building, one which will benefit later generations for a very long time.
For Harris Lin, Taipei 101 is more than just a building. It's a statement on Taiwan, its people, and its future. A notice to the rest of the world that Taiwan has the technology, the industry, and the determination not just to join the giants of global industry, but to lead them.
There's no better way, really, of getting global attention than building these super tall buildings, particularly if it's the highest in the world.
Initially earmarked as the centerpiece for the growing and glitzy Qiangshan district known as Taipei's Manhattan, the primary goal for the building is to be the best, but not necessarily the tallest. Long-standing friend of Harris, architect C.P. Wang from C.Y. Lee & Associates, comes into the project in the early stages.
We started with 3 buildings, a 60-story building in the center and 2 smaller buildings that are about 20 stories for the different shareholders.
But plans quickly evolve as key investors clamor to have the building push up, not out. The planned 60 stories soon turns into 88. And with the mantle of the world's tallest a mere 13 floors away, the momentum becomes unstoppable.
We truly believed we could do it, that if we worked hard, we could make a building that was visible to the entire world.
But three factors combine to make this project not only the tallest and most visible in the world, but also one of the most difficult to build. Taipei City is an inhospitable place to build a skyscraper. Beneath the earth, a thick layer of soft clay demands uniquely designed foundations. While above ground, the threat of earthquakes and typhoons requires a level of engineering and construction never before achieved. If Harris Lin wants to make the tallest building in the world here, his engineers and builders will have to confront the power of the earth. Designing a structure flexible enough to resist an earthquake, but stiff enough to resist a typhoon. Contradictory requirements that until now have never been combined.
All these different mixtures of elements have to be blended almost superbly in order to make the building achievable.
The solution will combine two revolutionary systems. First, a braced megaframe joined to 8 super columns filled with a mixture of steel and concrete. And a tuned mass damper, a giant pendulum, the weight of 10,000 people, designed to oppose the effect of wind. The combination of these two concepts is groundbreaking.
I am very proud of it, and as architect, you don't get a lot of opportunity to work on something of this magnitude.
Construction will take 6 years, 2,000 workers at any one time, and 700,000 tons of the most advanced steel and concrete ever made.
These cost more than the national GDP of some countries.
Yet despite all the investment, ingenuity, and determination of humankind, the forces of nature can strike at any time, whether you're ready or not. Taipei 101 will be built to withstand earthquakes and typhoons, but it also needs to withstand the test of time. To be a true landmark, it must look unique. Its appearance mixes traditional Chinese icons, bamboo for strength and resilience, a pagoda for serenity, the perfect form of an open flower, and the luck and prosperity associated with the number 8.
We tried very hard to do something that we hope can represent the city, the island, as well as our culture.
The result is this: 508 meters tall, 101 floors from ground level. A building that looks completely unique, but soon proves challenging to build. Every major skyscraper in the world is a trade-off between what will look good and what will stand up.
For a tall building this height, you cannot escape in the practical matters. It has to work.
Taipei 101 will be the tallest skyscraper on Earth. And the forces on a building of this scale are truly immense. Gravity forces it down, while wind pushes it sideways. Existence is a tenuous balance between being strong enough to stay up, but not so heavy as to cause collapse. Most skyscrapers have exterior walls that are either straight up and down or sloping in. But Taipei 101's unique shape sees much of its exterior surface sloping.
Pagsilip ng bituin sa iyong mga pengalaman